Hey, this is James the Rambling Dasher, and we are here at another episode of Dashing in the Dark. So we have our new light plugged in, ready to go, and it is getting darker earlier and earlier nowadays. So I just finished up the early episode. We're sitting at $64.19, and we're on the back side of Benton. I'll jump over to my ratings, which absolutely suck right now because I started at 79. And with this new status or overall Dasher rating, I'm at 75. So yeah, absolutely hogwash, to be nice. So everything's good when you just look at the total points of all the different areas. So acceptance, I'm at 79%, which equates to 27 out of 30 points. So hardly no bearing whatsoever on acceptance rate, right? I got 37 and I missed 21%. So I get it. Who cares if you decline an order? Somebody will pick it up, right? Completion rate, quality rate, customer rating, I have 100%. So I have 15 out of 15 on completion, 15 out of 15 on quality, and 10 out of 10 out of customer rating. The problem is on time, and I'll just tell you a little bit about my last order. My last order was late. McDonald's. Offer accepted at 6:57. Offer delivered 7:38, which was 2 minutes early. The pickup 7:27, late by 26 minutes. And I'm like, and it will not let me dispute it. It will not let me dispute a late pickup at McDonald's. When I got there, there were 5+ Dashers in there. I clicked every button I could on the arrived, and it says in-store was backed up, the drive-thru was backed up, the machines are broken. The order wasn't started until after I got there, and it wasn't even started for a long time after I got there. And then they had to go find strawberry milkshake mix, and I still get reported as being late. It's a negative against me. So it's very frustrating in this regard because all of my orders tonight are getting counted as late. I got 4 late orders tonight, and I can't dispute a single one of them. So I'm a platinum Dasher today. I'm a platinum Dasher on Friday. I will not be platinum after that, and maybe not ever again, because I can't get these orders at a decent time delivered by the restaurant to me so that I can deliver it on time. So it is very frustrating when I am having to wait on other people, but it is counting against me in the quote-unquote DoorDash algorithm. So, and there's nothing I can do about it. So as usual, focus on what I can focus on, and that is getting people to try to give me bigger tips. 9 times out of 10, I mean 95 out of 100, maybe even more nowadays. I can tell you one good thing today. I got an extra tip. Somebody tipped me $10 after I delivered their stuff. Now, the system says their order was late because they didn't bring it out on time. I was there, but they didn't have the food ready. So I don't know what to do about that, but they were very, very nice, and it was a $6.75 order with base pay and tip, and then they gave me $10 extra. So That order I just waited, it took me 40 minutes to deliver, was $9. So yeah, I'm sitting at $64.19. I need $35 more to get us into our $100 range. I've had decent orders tonight. I had a $17 order for 2 drop-offs at a Papa John's. My first order out the door was $14. So yeah, decent orders. I had 2 or 3. I think I've only had 5 orders and got $64, if I'm not mistaken. 5 offers. I might have 6 deliveries. But overall, not that bad, considering it's not even 8 o'clock and I'm up over $60. Sometimes I'm like, can I just get $50 by 8 o'clock? Now, I usually want to get $50 by 7 because that's 3 hours. But I started 30 minutes late too, so really I haven't been going near as long by now. So having $64 after 3 hours and 20 minutes is not that bad. That's not quite 20 bucks an hour, but close. I think I would need around 70 bucks to have $20 an hour within the next 8 minutes anyway. So if I had 70 by the time 8 o'clock rolled around, which I can't even get a place to hand me the food in 8 minutes. It doesn't seem like anymore. But we're out here trying, and that's what counts. So anyway, I want to tell you guys it's much appreciated that you are watching. I hope you liked and subscribed. It's been a traumatic day to some extent. Today is September 9th. We had a person murdered in cold blood because they spoke their opinion. So that's a tough thing for me today. It was more than just an act. It was more than just a random act of violence. I understand random. It's wrong. But for me, this was just another one level up, and it's just tough. Here's a $9 order delivered over in Benton, so I'm gonna accept that order. I gotta figure out how to get to this restaurant from where I'm at. So, all right, I gotta do some U-turning here. I'm gonna hit pause and figure out where I gotta go. See you in a minute. Okay, we have picked up the order at Verona, a great little Italian place. Shout out to Verona in Benton. And I need to get in there more often. I don't go there. I will say I don't go there enough. And I haven't been posting on my Facebook foodie page called Tip Top Chew. If you get a chance, go subscribe or like or follow Tip Top Chew on Facebook. And but I've got several pictures that I've taken the last 2 or 3 weeks, and between DoorDash and editing videos and working and going on walks, and I'm just like, I gotta get some videos posted or not videos but pictures posted on Facebook for Tip Top Chew. So we ate at a little Mexican restaurant last night down at Otter Creek, or I don't know if you call that Otter Creek, but anyway, down that way. And I got pictures of that. I got pictures of my birthday dinner. we finally made it to Robert in Benton, downtown Benton, and it was freaking awesome. Let me get my light on because we're dashing in the dark. And this is dashing in the dark with a light. I wish it wasn't so bright though. I don't know how to, I can get it to go very much brighter, but I can't get it to go any dimmer. Maybe that'll work. Anyway, so we picked up that order. It was got a little bit of distance to it, so but it's mainly freeway miles for a lot of it. So we're on the freeway. We got 4 more miles and 8 more minutes. We're about to get off the freeway at the next exit. And so anyway, but check out Verona in Benton. It's right on the freeway. If you get a chance, the dude in there, he used to have a little pizza shop, and I don't know if they were like owned Verona's and he split off and tried to do the pizza shop. His pizza was really good. It was like New York style pizza. I always enjoyed it. But he came and he went, and he's back at Verona. I mean, he hasn't had that pizza place there for years. So, but I always ask him, "Where's my pizza at?" You know. And he was like, "Don't you still have that Facebook page?" And I was like, "Yeah." But anyway, I really spend more time doing YouTube now than I do Facebook, but it doesn't take that long to put some Facebook posts out there, so I need to get off my butt and get some of those shared. But anyway, yeah, it is bright. I don't know how to make it a little bit softer. I wish I could. I don't have anything. Yeah, there. I can point it down a little bit, and that don't do bad right there. I can't see anything, but okay. So 2.8 miles off the freeway. So anyway, all right guys, well, I'm going to go deliver this. I will be right back. It'll seem like no time has elapsed at all for you, so sit tight and we'll come back with a summary of the delivery. Hey guys, we just dropped off that order. We're sitting in these people's driveway, so I'm gonna try to back out and figure out the best way to get out of this freaking neighborhood. Anyway, I hope there's no cars behind me. I can't see anything. Okay, so we are at 7319, 3 hours and 49 minutes, 6 out of 6 offers accepted, and that one was $9, which was $3 base with a $6 tip, so much appreciated. And we're gonna head on out there and try to find some more. I got too many freaking too many notifications on my phone. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, and it's dark in here. Let me fix that. We got the light. So you can check out that light. I have a little Rambling Dasher store in the link tree link down below. I think it's about the 3rd tab down in my link tree that says Rambling Dasher Amazon store or something like that. I think one of the first items in there is this new light that I just got the other day. My old light was some old light that I found in my pantry or closet or somewhere, where the washer and dryer is. And it was just up in there, and I think it was there since before I bought that house, which is 2016. So anyway, it's been there for a long time. Got some dividends paid today. So I I haven't talked about finances and on my channel for a long while. I'm tempted, but I don't have time. Like, so I follow some people that do retirement and travel and all that stuff, and all their kids are grown. I still have one at home, and if he was gone, I would be gone, and I would sell the house and be traveling the world. Except I don't know that I have enough money, so I might have to work still somehow. I don't know exactly how I could do that, but I also know that they go to Southeast Asia and they can live off of $2,500, $2,000 a month. And if I could live off of $2,500, I can make enough money off of what money I have to live at $2,500 a month. Now, I don't know, maybe, but they go to, where do they go? Thailand and maybe some other places, and they spend like less than $1,500 a month on housing, and the rest of their stuff is less than $1,000 a month, so $2,500 a month. And yeah, I'm like, what in the world? So it can be done, but now the hard part is, do you want to go live in Southeast Asia and you're halfway around the world from everybody you know? But I mean, well, today's age, I see people I know outside of my, like, family. I haven't seen my brother, I don't think, since Thanksgiving or Christmas. No, we didn't even see him at Christmas because we went out of town. So yeah, Thanksgiving, almost a year. So I should probably try to remedy that. Anyway, well, hey, before I forget, thank you guys for tagging along tonight. It's much appreciated. I know there's people that are watching, so there's more that I want to do with this channel. I just don't have the time. Here is a Burger King order for $8 for 5 miles. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. Now I gotta figure out which Burger King it is. I think it's got it. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's the one in Bryant. And I'm in that turn lane, all ready to go that direction. So $8 is pretty good. It's 5 miles, not that bad. It could be worse, but I mean, I kind of got spoiled in the first 2 orders I got tonight were like $17 and $14, almost $15. And then I got another one that was $6.75 with a 10 that was partial base pay, partial tip, but then they added extra $10 tip, mainly because I sent memes, right? They came outside and said, love the memes, and they were like, and he said, we're Dashers too, and I was like, dude, I appreciate you saying that. Memes make my day. Anyway, so I do believe memes help get. Now, I can't say this with 100% certainty because it's been a long time since I didn't send memes. But for the time that it takes me to send the memes, it's worth the reward when you get them. Because it doesn't take hardly any time at all to send the memes. And even if you get $10 a month, you know, in additional tips, because, you know, you have the built-in tips when you accept the order, but when you get that extra tip on the end, whether it be a cash tip or they throw extra dollars your way, then yeah, that's a good, nice feeling. I guess I could have went in the back entrance and totally whiffed on that turn there. So we're gonna drive around to the front entrance, which I normally would do anyway, which I don't normally go to Burger King except for DoorDash. All right, we're here. We'll catch you on the other side. All right, so we have picked up this Burger King order. We have a on-time delivery of 8:39? I can't really tell. 8:39, and my GPS says 8:35, so I got a 4-minute grace period. So I'll work on getting that delivered and see what else we can come up with. We're shooting for the 100. This one was $8 and I was at 73, so it's gonna put me over $80. And I'm gonna be close to 9 o'clock when I get this delivered. Well, I have about an hour 40 left to get $20, so maybe we can do it. Is that right? Somewhere in that neighborhood. I mean, we ought to be able to get $20, for goodness sakes, in an hour and 20 minutes. That is, if I can get these people out of my way. I don't know what they're doing. It's like, I think we're gonna coast all the way. Coast to get on the freeway or something. Oh, we gotta get... I don't know why it's taking me this way, but maybe it's gotta go across the freeway on Alco. I don't know. So, moving right along. Moving right along. So, yeah, not a whole lot else happening here. I'm trying to think about other little things that we normally talk about on dashing in the dark. So I do like to I would like to do some other things that I don't have time to do. I've got ideas on how to do like educational videos for DoorDash, and I just don't have time to do those. Maybe someday I'll sit down and do some. I've done one, and I've done a couple of live broadcasts or live streams. So you check those out. I think there is a playlist for tips and tricks or whatever. But yeah, I just haven't had the time to sit down and just record them and get them uploaded. But I would like to go through some of the new changes, and I haven't decided on to do one long video or maybe just do some shorter educational videos on each little phase within the rating system and so forth. But also just playing around with different elements, like trying to do it on my phone, trying to do it on my desktop. I don't like the camera on my desktop. I like the functionality on my desktop, but I don't like the camera on my desktop. And then on my phone, I don't like the functionality on my phone because I can't share the screens that I want to share on my phone, or hadn't figured it out anyway. So I made a video the other day, did a live stream, never showed my face on there. Not that anybody wants to look at this, but still. And when I went to move to a different screen, it didn't follow. It stayed on the same email that I was on. So I tried to go from the email to my DoorDash, and it didn't work. So that was somewhat frustrating. And I probably know why, and I could probably fix that. And I think I just did straight up live stream through the YouTube app. So I might try that again the next time when I do a live stream. And I don't know. I think I'd rather do a live stream than where the heck is this taking me? I think I'd rather do a live stream than do a video. And for the sole purpose of the videos, I don't just post the videos, right? If I probably just recorded a video and posted it, but no, I want to add music. I want to add a thumbnail to the front. I want to add a thing to the back that reminds you to hit subscribe. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, but I don't have time for all that stuff to edit the videos. So just making a live video makes more sense from a time and productivity standpoint, because I don't have time to do all the other stuff that I would do if I recorded a video. And then the fact that if you record it, then you have to upload it. And yeah, it's just a lot more to have to upload a video than it is to do the live stream. So there's all that. I know. What do they call that? First world problems. Right? It is kind of amazing, and I know I've been listening to some people that and I really do believe this, that there's a lot of people that want to come to the United States because of poor situations in the countries that they're in. But then there's so many people in the United States that hate the United States. And they don't believe it's a great place to be. So in that regard, it's kind of it's like, I don't know how, I mean, to me, I think the United States of America is a great, great, great country. And yeah, other people think it is horrible. And all I can really say to that is perspective, right? If we don't have perspective, if we think that it is a horrible place here, I think that you probably don't have perspective of how it is where the people that want to come here are coming from. If you had to live a day in their life, you would gain some perspective and realize that the United States of America is the greatest country out there. And the freedoms that we are afforded are taken for granted day in and day out. And yeah, we can be upset about things, and we can not like certain things, but we have choices, and we have elections, and we have the reality. And the crazy part about elections and all that is, even if we don't like it, it's not doing anything. If you sit through 4 years of Trump, it's not affecting you. If you sat through 4 years of Biden, it's not affecting you on a personal level. But to come out and say that we hate America, you know, that we can't stand to be in America, that we're going to leave if someone so-and-so gets elected. And I'm just like, you really don't have perspective. So, anyway. Alright guys, I'm at this, I don't know about this place. It's all taped up. It's got caution tape across the walkways. So where the heck am I supposed to go? Well, I don't know what number this is. This looks like the right number. Okay, I'm gonna hit pause and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got that dropped off. They have tape up there because they have painted the patio, or whatever you want to call it, in front of the apartments, and the steps on the ground floor and the bottom, and the top. So they said it was dry, so fingers crossed I don't have a bunch of wet paint stuck to the bottom of my shoes now. Anyway, that order was $8. It was $3 base, $5 tip. Thank you very much. 7 out of 7 offers accepted. 4 hours and 15 minutes. We're up to $81.19. So now we're off looking for some more dashes. And a customer added a $5 tip. That was so nice of them. So now I got to get back in there, jump out of there, go to the home screen, click on the messaging, and find that person and thank them for the extra tip. Thank you for the extra, much appreciated. Boom. Saved in my clipboard. So there you go. 2 orders out of 7 orders tonight have been given me an extra tip. And something about today, it is more appreciated than normal, just because I feel like it's a tough day for me, because I feel like I just feel like one of those heavy heart situations. Let's just put it that way. So here's a $6 order to Slim Chickens. It's 3.2 miles, so I'm gonna accept it. It's almost $2 per mile, so we're gonna accept it and try to make that money. So that'll put us around 86, 87 bucks. That'll mean $13 more, and I don't know if we can get this one delivered by 9 o'clock. Maybe. But we ought to be able to hit $100. We ought to be able to hit $100. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, it's a heavy, heavy day. So, it was hard for me to even get out the door, because it was right at the time when the news came about that, so about 3:30ish, I finished a work conference call that I'd been on most of the day, and then saw the news that Charlie Kirk had been shot, and he was in critical condition. About 4:15, or yeah, 4:15ish, I'd been struggling to try to get my stuff together where I could get out the door and go door dashing. And about 4:15, I looked down at my phone and it said that he was killed. And so yeah, I've been struggling with that all night. It's sad, it's frustrating, it's aggravating, and it, like so many people, they are angry and mad, pissed off that this is happening here. And like what he said or not, he was a husband, he was a father to 2 girls, and they will not have him. And that is hard for me to deal with, and I'm sure it's hard for a lot of other, and I can't even imagine what they are going through. So yeah, that's hard. And then to hear just people, like, I've got friends who are no sympathy whatsoever, you know. They'll say that it shouldn't happen, but I don't have any sympathy. And I'm just like, I don't know how people can get to be to that point. You know, that to me is, it's very hard for me. And I get how it happens. It's because we don't treat people as human, right? We're desensitized to the point that if something happens to someone, it's okay because it's not real. They're not human. They are evil, and evil needs to be taken care of, kind of thing. And so much so that you can tell yourself that you believe that evil is gone and therefore it's good. It's kind of like when that CEO of the healthcare whatever that healthcare company got shot and killed right there in New York City. And I'm just like, really? How can you be okay or happy with this and say that he deserved it? That's the part that boggles the mind. Anyway, I'm gonna go deliver this, and yep, we'll be right back. Or not deliver, we're gonna pick it up. We got an order. I don't even know if I mentioned it. We got an order for some slim chicken. I think I did. So we'll be right back. All right, we have this order picked up and headed that way. Let's see, we have directions. It says deliver by 9:04. Oh wow, we have an 8-minute window. It says 2 miles 5 minutes. And why haven't I been getting these kind of delivery options from earlier ones is what I want to know. Why can't I get any help on a 25-minute wait time, and they won't let me dispute the on-time delivery? You know, I can't comprehend it. Can't comprehend it. But today I have gotten $15 in additional tips from people, all because of communication. So 2 in one night is kind of a rare thing as of late, but because of today, I just feel somewhat overwhelmed that people would give me extra money because I'm being nice to them. So it is much appreciated. I know those people are not watching this video, but I feel that, I don't know, I don't come at this as like, hey, I'm deserving of extra money, but I do try to go above and beyond so that people will see it and possibly give me extra tips based upon the service I'm providing, the communication that I'm providing, the fact that, and most of the time they don't know it, but my hope is their food is still hot when they get it, because I put it in the warming bag. I try to make sure that they have hot food and so forth. So I don't know. I can tell you that I run across some hot pizzas after long deliveries. So those pizza bags do work. I think I know where I'm going, and I'm not a big fan of this apartment complex. So I'm gonna go deliver this food. It's about 3 more minutes away, but I'll be back to give you the summary of the total, and we'll go on from there. All right, so I don't know what that total was, $6.50, something like that. Probably $6 because we're at $92.19. Because that one order had the $5 tip on it afterwards, which put me from like maybe 82 up to 80. I don't know. Anyway, 82 to 80 what? I can't do math right now. But I think that was only $6, so that would have put me at about 86. So maybe I was at 81, and then I was at 8, and they gave me $5, which put me at 86, and that was a $6 order, which gave me $92.19. And I don't get to see the breakdown of it because I got another offer that was for Lane's chicken fingers, and I declined it. It was like $6 for 11 point something miles, and that is just way over the top. So here's a $6.75 for 6.8 miles. So, and this goes down into Benton. I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence on this one. This is about $1 a mile. It's in my wheelhouse. It gets me down there within 30 minutes of needing 30 more minutes to get a few more dollars. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept this one, and then that'll put us close to 100. Not quite, but almost. And then we still have about 30 minutes till 10 o'clock. Somebody driving down the other side of the road with no headlights on at all. So anyway, so yeah, we are getting there on this cray night. I need to make sure my thing does not go dead, because my microphone and its receiver only last about 4 hours or so. So I need to get them plugged in. I got one of them plugged in. I need to get the other one plugged in. And it's charging. This one's charging. So we're all good. So yeah, I come prepared with all kinds of freaking electronics just to do this recording of this show. It is a little bit on the cray side. So I have a mic with a receiver that plugs into this phone that's mounted in the CD player. I have my regular phone that has a wireless charger that's plugged into the vent. I have this light. I have various cords that all have to work and plug in here, so it's kind of crazy in that regard. I'm glad for the light to be wireless, and it has a clamp that I can clamp it to a little slot that's on the side of this, or it's in the little, it's in between the seat. This car doesn't really have a a middle console at all, so it's got a couple of little square things that I use for cup holders. I don't know if they're supposed to be cup holders, but that's what I use them for. Somebody just is like, yeah, I'm just gonna park right in front of the door so no one can even walk in it. So, all right, I'm gonna go get this food and we're gonna get it delivered. So hold on just a second. Hey guys, we have everything loaded up, ready to go. Let's see, I'm pretty sure that was not an on-time pickup. We have about a 4-minute gap, or a grace period on delivering it. So 9:25, and it has to be delivered by 9:29. So let's see what we can do to make sure that the delivery itself is on time, because I don't think that the pickup was on time, because I can only do what I can do on the pickups, which ain't much. Which ain't much. So this one is down in Benton, and so yeah, we're gonna go down in there and see what we can come up with. Making some. I'm gonna have to take this car in and get it serviced. The light's flashing all the time now, and then on top of that, these tires on the front are looking squirrely. So I don't know if I need to get new tires on the front or just move them to the back. That is a crazy looking moon back there. Really low, really ominous looking. It looks really kind of cool though. It's huge. Looks like it's a different planet than it does the moon. That is freaking crazy looking. I wish I was driving in that direction. I could see it, but I can't. Oh well. Alright guys, we're getting close. I know you're on the edge of your seat. See if we're gonna make this $100. We're getting a little close. We're gonna have this delivered by 9:24, and then we're gonna be searching for a few more dollars to knock it up over $100. And my goal is $100 today, $100 Friday, and that'll put us over $300 for the week, and we'll be set. So we will be set. Yeah, I can tell you, like, other things. I do DoorDashing. I know I haven't talked about this in a good while in a number of my videos, and I do DoorDashing partly because the job that I have, I took the job knowing what it paid, and also knowing that I didn't have a job. Well, I had contracts at the time, right? And I had contracts with this company, and they were like, and I said, what do y'all think about hiring me as an employee? Might be cheaper than paying me these contracts, right? It was a hell of a lot cheaper per hour for them, but then I was getting full-time benefits as well, and I wasn't making near as much with the contracts as I was as an employee. So yeah, it was a little bit of a trade-off, but they got me as a full-time employee. I also had a contract with other agency that was making just as much money as what this company paid me as a full-time employee. So I was making not as much as I made from my last company, but between the two of them, I made a whole lot more money. And that coexisted for 3 years. So I was able to, I don't think I was in debt at all at the time. So I was able to sock away a lot of, I don't know what people might call a lot of, but a lot of in a short amount of time. I was able to put away 401k money, a lot of it in a short amount of time. So, and I kicked myself in the head because I didn't think about doing this sooner. Like, I didn't need all that money, right? So I could have started doing it immediately, but I didn't, you know? So I wish I would have done it sooner, but I didn't. But anyway, for a good while there, maybe a year or so, maybe 2 years or so, I don't know, I put back the maximum that I can put into my 401k. And I was like, oh. And so that was a large chunk out of the company that I work for now. It was a large chunk of money. And I got paid very little in cash because the most of it was going to my 401k. So I built up my 401k that way, because before that I had hardly nothing in my 401k. Well, and I started one from that company. So anyway, all that to be said is that after 3 years, that other contract went away finally. I didn't expect it to last more than 5 or 6 months, right? It lasted 3+ years. So I'm very grateful for that company. Kept me around, kept me busy, and paid well. So I'm very happy about that. But when it went away, the income that I made from the original company, or from the other company that I'm still employed with, they are just not a company that goes around giving raises, evidently, right? And I was fine with that because I made enough money. But now that the other company went away and this one hasn't given me a raise in 5 years, and I'm just like, okay. I'm in this position in my life that I'm counting down, right? I am counting down to not working. I don't have the bandwidth to go figure out another line of work, to discover new software companies to work for, that would pay me as much or more than what I make today. And then the fact that I'm 56 years old and no one really likes to, most companies will pay someone out of college that doesn't know jack squat, and they pay them cheaply, and they send them out the door without knowing anything about the industry, anything about the software, and figure it out. And they don't pay them next to anything. And for me, I'm like, I can't work for next to anything. Where the heck? Oh, you know what? This is going to the billiards place. Dang it. I bet you anything. Let's take a look at this. It doesn't really say, but that's where it's going. So anyway, yeah, the company that bought out my old company, they hired a bunch of kids out of college who didn't know anything. They trained them, and then when they acquired my company, they're like, yeah, I don't know, he makes quite a bit too much than what we want to pay him. So I didn't last too long. I mean, I lasted, well, as long as I could last, I lasted in there. But yeah, it was kind of a tough gig. Anyway, so I DoorDash to make some extra money to pay my bills and to go on trips. So I pay my bills, I save extra money, I go on trips. So that's what I'm here for. And I'm gonna go make some more money right now. So we will be back in a jiffy. Alright guys, so we got that order delivered. It was at a local little billiards place and they can't take drinks in, so he came out and picked it up. So that was nice that he could do that. So where am I going? I can't go that way. They have a one-way street on that side of the courthouse. I guess it's all the way around. Well, it's not all the way around the courthouse either. I don't know. But anyway, hey, I'm gonna hit pause and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we are going to I hit pause, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the house. I'm close enough. I'm not gonna worry about it. I was over on Monday. We're gonna be under a little bit today. We'll look at these numbers: $98.94 in 5 hours and 15 minutes. 9 out of 10 offers accepted. 204.02 for the 2 days so far. So with that, we'll jump over and take a quick look at our earnings for the day and see if we get any numbers. 98. Expand that to see the DoorDash pay versus tips. So this is the numbers I like to see. When you and this is very good to me. We had 10 deliveries, 9 offers that we accepted. We did 5 hours and 15 minutes of dash time, and we did 3 hours and 59 minutes of active time. So only about an hour and 15 minutes of time that we weren't actually delivering. Most of that time was we delivered and we drive back into town. There was a little bit of time in there that we were in a range to receive an order that we did not receive an order, or possibly we declined the one order we declined. But the part that I like the most lately is the DoorDash pay to customer tip ratio. I don't have any control over this, right? It's just that you're going to do good if you can get a 2-to-1 base pay to tip. You're doing good, right? So I got $30.75 in base pay on 10 deliveries. That's right at $3 a delivery. Not great, not as bad as it could be, but still $3 a delivery. I got $68.19 in tips. That's $6.80 per delivery. That's pretty good compared to the base pay of $3. So well over 2-to-1, 68 to 30. So I feel good about that. I am happy where that is. $98.94 today, in a little bit over 5 hours. And then let's take a look at our ratings, which I'm not too happy about. I don't know how to get the ratings going in the right direction because of the on-time deal and the restaurants are taking forever, and DoorDash is not giving us any slack in disputing that, or the fact that they're not catching it. It's like, hey, you were there for 25 friggin' minutes and you counted that as late against me. So why, right? So my status right now says platinum, but I don't believe I'm platinum. I'm down to 74 overall Dasher rating. I started at 79 tonight. My acceptance rate is up to 81, which is 27 out of 30 points in this overall Dasher rating point system. My completion rate is 100%, which is 15 out of 15. Quality 100%, 15 out of 15. Customer rating 10 out of 10. So those 4 things are not really rated that much, but my on-time rate is dropped to 77%, which is 7 out of 30 points. So between that and the 3 points I'm missing, so that's 7, that's 23, 24, 25, 26, which leaves me at 74, which is what I have. So I'm very frustrated over this on-time delivery and the fact that they are screwing us on these restaurants that we can't pick them up on time. We can get them delivered on time, but we cannot pick them up on time, and it's not the driver's fault. So something's going to have to happen with DoorDash to say, okay, we realize, we feel your pain. I don't know, but they're going to have to do something. But I feel great about where I'm at, other than if you look at all of my on time, at all of my deliveries, right? If you look at all of my late deliveries, the vast majority of those, even if it's half of them, right? Even if my half of my on-time deliveries, or the late deliveries, which is 23 now, right? I think I started out with 17, now I'm at 23, because all of my deliveries were late tonight. Not all of them, but let's see. I had 10 deliveries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. Half of my deliveries were late tonight, and I can't contest any of them. Papa John's. Late picking up. This one says late delivering because the address that they had on there was not the right address. It was supposed to be, it said 1066, but it was 1055 was their address, so either they keyed it wrong or something, I don't know. But so how am I supposed to get it delivered on time? I had to call the people and they didn't answer the phone. They finally called me back, blah, blah, blah. It's not my fault. But any which way, I'm not too bad worried about that one. But 5 deliveries, 50% of my deliveries today, late. Firehouse Subs, late. That one says 1 minute late delivering, but 3 minutes late picking up. Papa John's already 3, rib early delivery. McDonald's, 26 minutes late, 2 minutes early on the delivery. And Verona was 1 minute late, 1 minute late delivering. I don't even know how I did that, but I just don't know. So it's very frustrating that I'm getting these kind of crappy things. But even that one McDonald's, let's just pretend I have 23 late, right? If half of those were disputable because the restaurant is taking so long, then that would probably move me up into, or closer to, being platinum status and getting to the 85 that I need. Because half of 23 is maybe 11. So yeah, if I went from 74 to 85, boom. Now, granted, it's not a one-to-one relationship between late orders and I don't know, late orders and the 30-point deal. I don't know what you call it, but the 30 points that are allotted to that one. But anyway, hey, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm pulling up to the house, so much appreciated for you guys sticking around. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe, and be safe out there, and go tell your kids and your loved ones that you love them. Have a good night. Bye.